from the high school auditorium in Richland, Washington, in the great state of Washington. We are pleased and fortunate this evening to host a candidate forum between our 5 candidates for president in the 2016 presidential election. Sorry, our 4 candidates. Our moderators this evening are representatives of a series of different special interest groups. They'll be hosting and moderating, they'll be timekeeping, and they'll be asking the questions. So, interested to take it away, and then after a few questions, we'll take a break for questions.
Tonight's debate will cover issues facing human rights, the environment, and gun control, with 8 questions total, each to be answered in 45 seconds by all candidates. Now we'll start with our opening statements, Senator minutes, 1 minute long, and Senator Katie Palmer.
My name is Katie Palmer, and my main focus is reducing poverty, creating more jobs, lowering taxes, and improving the lives of the average the average American citizen. Sorry.
All right, my name is Clint Harrison. I'm running for president because now more than ever the United States needs strong leaders to deal with the issues our world faces. Today, I'm fortunate enough to have the opportunity to speak with all of you and share what I see as happening in our new leadership of 2016. America is recovering from the 2008 financial crisis, but the wound is healing all too slow. The United States is still producing around $800 billion per year less in goods and services than if the economy were at full health. Business owners are being forced to lay off workers to accommodate rising costs, and our neighbors are losing their homes to a still unfriendly housing market. Our current leadership in Washington has been unable to address these issues with the resolve necessary. For this incompetence, your wallets have paid. To expect great change requires strong efforts. Under this current president, that has been all too scarce. I stand before you today with the knowledge and conviction to change these things. Together, our economy will again be the center of our nation's focus, and it will be fixed.
Split.
I am Jordan Thompson. I'm here to support the middle class, to make sure that we are all equal. I'm here to make sure that healthcare stands strong as it is right now, and I'm also here to make sure that we do not go into any more wars in the next 10 years or so. I'm also here to support Wildlife Foundation, and
I'm Michael Warner. I'm here to support the people that really need it, mostly the lower class, but in the song Bread and Roses, there's a line, the rising of the women means the rising of the race. And the rising of the people below you helps you. The people, I'm not solely helping the lower class, but my aim is to help the people who need it more, who tend to be in the lower classes, and them being helped helps everyone, and I want to help everyone in America. Thank you.
All right, thanks, candidates. Now we'll start with our questions. Remember, for each question, you'll have 45 seconds to respond, and we'll have no rebuttals tonight. Mr. Goff will start us off with our first question.
So, our first question, we're going to start with Mike Warner. What are your views on gay marriage and why? And do you think it should be a state or federal issue?
I think, I agree with Peter Griffin. If the gays want to get married and be miserable like the rest of us, let them. I think that the Fed should set a baseline for where about no discrimination, about how the amount of where the state should be, but the states can go above and beyond and further towards equality. But the Feds have to set the standards.
I'm very much for gay marriage equality, and right now we have 30 states that are supporting gay marriage equality, and that's a good start. And I know that a lot of people would like gay marriage to be legal in all states, but I'm very much for that.
Our institution of marriage was set up by our founding fathers, and I believe that changing that compromises the sanctity of this institution. Additionally, within the household, having a father figure and a mother figure is much healthier and more balanced way for a child to be raised. That being said, it is important for individual states to decide this because we believe that giving more power to the federal government is creating a stronger federal government, and we tend to go against that notion. And so this also extends the rights of states to decide whether or not they recognize other marriages from other states in their own state. So yeah, we believe the state should control that.
I believe that the federal government has too much power, and I feel like that states should decide whether legalization of gay marriage should be appropriate or not. I mean, I do accept any sexuality, but my belief is that legalization should not be made by the federal government. And if people in one don't want gays to get married, but people in another state do, then both states have the right to write their own laws.
Second question, Jordan Thompson. How would you fix our issues with immigration?
When it comes to immigration, I would like to say that I am a believer that anybody should be able to come to America of their choice. So I would definitely make it more, I guess you could say, open for people to come as they please. And with all the regulations that we have at the borders, I wouldn't make that, I guess, I wouldn't like lower the regulations. I'd make it so that the officers there were taught how to treat immigrants and stuff like that.
Well, this is a nation of immigrants, and so we welcome immigrants. Additionally, our economy is growing, and to fuel those jobs, we need more people. So our way of going about immigration is to prioritize those granting citizenships to children of spouses of immigrants and those who will be best fit for the jobs that we have available in our country. Our agenda is that, if we don't enforce those rules rigorously, though, it will be encouraging illegal immigration, and that is what we want to strongly discourage.
And your time left.
It's a 10-second question? How long is the question?
45
That
seconds.
was not 45 seconds. I'm just gonna say that.
That was 45
It was,
seconds.
you pay more attention to the rules and debate.
Can I? Okay, I really don't understand.
The biggest issue with immigration is the amount of illegals and the damage they are doing to our economy. The way to fix this issue is to increase border patrols and reduce the numbers of illegals flooding across the border. However, we are okay with the current level of legal immigration. I feel like us Americans should be employed first, and then the foreigners.
I think the top priority is, while it's very important to keep in track and keep in mind that anyone who comes to America is coming here because they want a better life. And them leaving wherever they were coming from means that wherever they were was much more messed up than this country, which is messed up. We have a lot of work to do. And unlike my specific colleague Thompson here, they'll just know how to treat them. I think we should restrict border entry more, but we shouldn't penalize people who can't get in so that America can be truly the land of free.
And let's take a commercial break at this point. We'll be back in 60 seconds. If you want to work with your candidates, feel free.